We're gonna do the mail today. Before we get into this video, I have something very exciting to share with all of you. I have a theory. I just want to put this out there. I've always believed it's the X's, right? The great big X's we see out there in their territories, and in all of the locations I go to, they have these X's there. I've always thought, and my mother believed it as well, and some of my relatives believe it's territorial markers. They've claimed something. So we're going to go over to the chalkboard, and I have something very interesting and amazing to show you. So I believe we've had activity at the board. I went out and I wiped off the one side with the tree and the X's. Since I put that tree and those X's there, nothing has touched the board. So day before yesterday, I went out and I washed the tree and the X's off. Took a nice wet cloth out there and I cleaned it real good. So there was no smudges, no nothing. So that night, we're gonna make our way over there. We got a little bit of a wind here. So that night, I was already in bed, and I hear on the outside of my kitchen window that faces the gifting site, I hear bang, 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 knocking on my wall, coming from the outside. Of course, it brought me out of, I was just falling asleep too, and I thought maybe it was my cat, you know, doing something in the house. And I hear slap, slap, slap on the side of my house, again on that same side. So I had my kitchen window open because it's nice and warm now, letting that nice fresh air come into the house. And so I yelled out, I hear you, I hear you, and everything went calm. So the next morning, I went out to do my chores. I come to check on the chalkboard. Now, keep in mind, I had taken away the tree and the X's, right? I've got something. Okay, so what I think I see here, I just got to show it to you. You remember the tree was there, just on the right side, and now look what shows up on my chalkboard. I believe it's a great big thumbprint. It's mud. That is from, and I don't know where the mud would come from because the ground right now is dry. And there is a wet area down in the field towards the southern tree line. And I'm thinking that's the only place it could have gotten mud, unless it created mud somehow. Nothing new with the knots out of the I-cord. It's still there. Me, Sammy, and the Bigfoot are still there. The birds are still there. The moon is still there. And this is what I want to show you right here. Do you see those 3 marks? I'm hoping somehow. There you go. 3 fingers sliding down the chalkboard. So I'm thinking they went like this, and just 3 fingers. Not that they've only got 3 fingers. The Bigfoot I see and that I experience here, 5 and 5. I got to talk about that at some point. I'm getting more. I think as we go forward here, there's more people coming in and more people coming on board, and they're coming from a place where people have them believing that these Bigfoot are Nephilim, fallen angels, and all this stuff, right? And it's stressing me out because I don't believe it at all. And if you read scripture tells us these Nephilim, these fallen angels, these offspring of the fallen angels, in scripture it specifically points out 6 and 6, that these Nephilim, these giants, have 6 digits, 6 fingers and 6 toes, 24 in all. God points that out, and it's for us to know, right? If it wasn't important, it wouldn't be in there. It wouldn't be even entered into Scripture. It would leave us guessing. But it specifically tells us that these Nephilim, these offspring, are 6 and 6. And all the Bigfoot I've ever seen, all the tracks, all the, whether it's knuckle prints, fingerprints, feet, 5 and 5. The more this channel grows, the more people are coming in, and they're coming from places and other channels and other researchers and different groups with a conditioned way of thinking already. When you think you've said it once and you said it enough, it all comes again, right? They seem to come in waves, in groups. 5 and 5. And I'm thinking this is what they did here, because I took that tree and those X's off. It was almost like I was claiming this chalkboard, because I still believe those X's mean territorial markers. It's something they've claimed. They're saying, we're here, this is our territory. And I think they were thinking that's what I was doing with this board, because the night that I took this off, all this showed up. The thumbprint, the finger marks, and the knocking on my house. It was almost like they were let me know they were here and they were doing stuff, right? That's the feeling that was coming across to me. And I say X marks the spot. It literally does for them, and it is territorial markings. And if I'm putting an X on this board, I think I was basically saying, this is mine, don't touch it. So I've got to leave the structures and all their symbols and stuff off of this, because we don't know enough about them and what they are used for. What it's, oh, you guys see Sammy back there? Sammy's behind me. He's out. He's kind of keeping his eye. He's been keeping his attention down into the trees. So that's kind of interesting, and something for you all to think about. I believe that's what's taking place. I believe that these X's, I've got to leave them out of this and away from the chalkboard. Not put any of the structures that we see, the symbols, glyphs, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I should be putting any of that on the board, because we don't know enough about why they're used, why they use them, why they build them. It's part of their culture, and we just don't know enough. We don't know enough, and you could easily offend them as well. Let's get into the mail. All right. We're going to use my wireless mic today. I think we need to be a little bit more careful what we're doing there with that chalkboard. I have always believed that. I just didn't think it would extend my way. I imagine if I was to start putting X-type structures up in the yard, they wouldn't come here. They might not come in, right? We've got to be a little bit more careful, I think. Okay. I got to show you these pins. That's amazing. There's a little golden alligator on there, and the largest alligator ever caught was 760 pounds. Oh my goodness. Estimated 60 to 75 years old. Okay, West Baton Rouge. I love these. I love this mail. I always thought of a way to connect further with a lot of yous, and I'm so happy so many of yous have come on board with this. I feel the vibes. I feel them. They're there. They're good. It's good energy. Hi, Robert. My name is Pam, and I am from way down south in Louisiana. I enjoy your posts so much. I have had an encounter here, not with a Bigfoot, but a rougarou. I've heard of a rougarou. I've heard of them. They're kind of like a dog. Oh yeah, she said, I was going to say it's kind of like a dog man. She's got in brackets here, dog man. I know many folks think I'm crazy, but I saw what I saw. That's a story I will share another time. Please enjoy your pins. The alligator for Louisiana and the West Baton Rouge parish. Our home, Port Allen, is in that parish. See you in the trees. Pam. What was that? How many pounds? 760 pounds. I can't imagine. I've never even seen a live alligator. So, West Baton Rouge, you're on my backpack, along with a little golden alligator. This is coming from Linda in Fremont, Ohio. So this will be the second Ohio pin. This will be the second Ohio pin. Second Ohio pin. No letter. No letter. But thank you, Linda. Your pin is on my backpack. Thank you very much. International Standard Mail. International. Where that coming from? I was going to read a little bit first, just in case. Please don't read this letter out loud. I'm too shy. Okay, I won't. It's probably such a good letter. Okay, I will read this. I will read this in private. From Rose. This is from Rose. It is from the UK, Devon in southwest England, in the UK, and that is from Rose. Thank you, Rose, and for the wonderful letter. Devon, England, you are on my backpack. Okay, this is coming from International Mail as well. The Cornish pasty. Okay, we're going to have to look at that. I'll have to check that out. Pasty is like a pastry. Wadebridge, Cornwall, UK. And I just need to do a little shout out to Linda. Hi, Linda. Thank you for the I wonder if there's recipes in there. Okay, let's get to the letter and then we'll go to the book. Okay. Hello, Robert. I'm sending 2 badges. Okay, let's look in this. Just a nice little blue bag here. 2 badges. You know, this is really interesting. You know where I go to my 2-mile location, which is 2 miles west of our property, and where I have set up the trail cams, and where I got the vocals off of the trail cam with the Bigfoot saying that wah yee, that word, that vocal. The larger body of water that's there, it's a small river. It's named the Cornwall Creek. The original settlers in this area, they were from England and from Cornwall, and so it got the name Cornwall Creek. We got the UK pin, British pin, and the Cornwall pin. I have quite a few subscribers from the UK, from England, and that's where my ancestors on my dad's side, on like his father, that's where they were from. Let's get back to Linda's letter. Okay, so she's sending 2 pins with all my positive, loving energy for you and the clans. Also enclosed is a book, which is not Bigfoot related, which I thought may interest you, about the traditional Cornish pasty. Hope you enjoy it. My condolences on the loss of your mom. I know what that experience is like, so sending you love and strength. I so enjoy Swan Lake Bigfoot and feel like I am there with you on your adventures, and I so love and respect your values with regards to the Bigfoot. I have read reports of similar beings having seen sighted in the UK, and one even in my neck of the woods, and have visited the area, but would not be brave enough to venture too far on my own. Best wishes to you, and a big hug for Sammy. Linda. To Robert, with best wishes from Linda. Pasty parables. And when the fisher a fishing goes, though rough winds redden his ears and nose, Little he careth how hard it blow, so his pasty lie safe in the locker below. For though the lugger should ship a sea, within its crust still dry 'twould be. So I wish him joy wherever he be, that first found out the Cornish pasty. Okay, well, I'm just gonna get on reading in there. We'll do that, I'll do that after. Thank you very much, Linda. I appreciate it. Your pins are on the backpack, going into the trees. Okay, this one is coming from Susan in Arizona, I believe. Yep, Phoenix, Arizona. What do we have in here? Echoes of the grandparents. Hello, Robert. Please accept this pin to accompany you on your beautiful journey. My inspirations to perceive in wonder and reverence developed through dream state. Through this vision, I was shown a beautiful path nestled in the center of tall pines, the ground lightly kissed in sparkling snow. I witnessed a beautiful white-haired covered being traveling from one blue light to another. Oh my goodness. I just got shivers. I feel honored and with much respect for all you do to share every special moment with an audience. Thank you, Susan. Silver Leaf. You mentioned your vision there with the white-haired covered being traveling from one blue light to another. And just reminded me of my camera down at Seven Creeks, the blue light. My camera, it was literally like a blue light was shining on everything, like some kind of blue aura was around everything. And then there's this place where these beings were able to look through, and I don't think they were coming out, they were just looking through it. There's just a feeling there. It just gave me, you know how you get the chills when, then it means something, right? Usually when you get those vibrations, that energy, there's a connection. There's invisible strings attaching all of us to certain things, to one another. And you feel that tug. What does that say? Lift lid. Lift the lid. Okay. There's a lid, and then there's another lid. I gotta lift this lid. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. This is very nice. It feels fragile. And you made this? You made this. Look at that. I don't want to drop that. That's amazing. Handmade by Silver Leaf. This is beautiful. Thank you very much. Coming from Phoenix, Arizona. It's so nice to be able to sit out here in a t-shirt. It literally happened from one day to the next. We went from snow on the ground to t-shirt weather, right? And yesterday it was so warm, and probably by the time I get to one of the locations. So I hope you guys enjoyed the river video, the river visit. It is so amazing down there, and it's different. It's a different energy. The little people, the vocals. I hope you guys heard the vocals. It almost, you know what, that one to me, when I go back and listen, it almost sounds like a hyena, right? But I don't think it was a Bigfoot, because it was too small sounding to my ears. Like, it didn't have that big sound. Like when you hear a Bigfoot vocal or something the Sasquatch make, this was small. But when I go back and listen, turn everything up and listen, it almost sounds hyena-ish. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. But anyway, I need to quit talking. We need to get back to the mail. Okay, this is from Ronald, Ohio. Another Ohio. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Johnstown, Ohio. And the wonderful red, white, and blue. You know, I was just going to talk about how much we appreciate being next to the USA, the US of A. The majority of people in this country, in Canada, and there's many in the US, there's relatives on both sides of the borders, right? We have the Alaska Highway. We fly the US flags all along that highway when you come to little towns or stores along that highway through Canada, through Alberta and British Columbia, and up into the Yukon to get to Alaska. Along that Alaska Highway, it runs through our provinces, but we fly your flags here, and you are still, even though there are things going on down there, and there are happening up here too, in our own country, in Canada, you know, there's a shift there, and you still are the beacon of light to a lot of people, to a lot of countries, to a lot of nations, and yeah, I'm always praying for all of yous down there and us here, because we have a government right now that wants to take your freedoms from you and change all of that, and it's kind of scary, and we can't let it happen. This last winter we had all the freedom, the truck drivers, they you know, there was so many people jailed just for protesting, and of course they tried to make it into something it wasn't. You know, that there was violence, and it was such a peaceful protest all the way across our country, and they shut it down. They even closed people's bank accounts up here. I don't know how they're able to do that, but they are today, and that's, you know, that's another scary thing. And yeah, I love the red, white, and blue. Sorry, I get distracted. Okay. Greetings, Robert. This is Ron and Bridget from Columbus, Ohio. We really enjoy your show and think you are doing a wonderful job of helping us learn about these amazing beings. Enclosed is a USA flag pin and a hiking stick medallion. Okay. And a hiking stick medallion from Salt Fork State Park here in Ohio. There is tons of Sasquatch activity at Salt Fork State Park every year. Keep up the good work, Ron and Bridget. I had never seen one of those hiking stick medallion. The Grassman stories. There's a lot of stories of the Grassman there, which is Bigfoot, which is Sasquatch. Nice card. Nice card. Robert, I've recently subscribed to both your channels. I very much enjoy your methods and approach to the Sasquatch clans. I hope you will accept my Vietnam U.S. Marines pin. Oh my goodness. I hope you will accept my Vietnam U.S. Marines pin for your backpack. I know you've already received an Ohio pin, my state. I served in Vietnam in 1967-68. Keep up the good work. See you in the trees. God bless, Brian. And he's got in quotations, Snooks. That's a good name. Oh my goodness. That I will put that on my backpack, Brian. Vietnam veteran U.S. Marines. There's a word there I can't quite make out. Brian, you'll have to let me know. It's the word just before soldier. You say in 1967-68 as a something soldier. Can't quite make that out. Thank you, Brian. Your pin's on my backpack. Okay, on to the next one. Is that Wisconsin? Wind Lake, Wisconsin. I better open it first. Thank you. I'm almost scared. See? Mosquitoes. Here they come. Here they come. I'm prepared this year, though. I stocked up on mosquito repellent, and you know what works in a pinch if you don't have any? I was taught this. It's a native tradition. But if you take pine needles and spruce needles and then kind of mush them up into, there's a lot of liquid in there, more than you would imagine, and you rub that. It's very citrus-like, the pine and the spruce, but you rub that juice on you. It works. It works in a pinch. Let me get a good look at that. Cat treadmills. Cat treadmills. Chris. Hello, Chris. Wisconsin. Dear Robert, I hope to find you in good health. Please accept my condolences on the passing of your mom. I prayed for her and you. Thank you for taking us on your adventures. You are one of the few on YouTube that actually show us some of the clan members. I also enjoy hearing your encounters with them. I appreciate the respect that you have for them, and it's obvious they have respect for you. Here is my pin for your backpack. My home is around the T in state. Take care, Chris. I think that's what that says. T in state. T in state. I like that card. My sister had a little Yorkie. Well, it was a Yorkie Maltese cross. And, like, if he could get into the bathroom, toilet paper roll, if he could get his paws on there, he would have that thing completely unraveled. And then he'd grab one end and run through the house and down the stairs and into the basement. It's quite I don't know what that was. You can kind of, that sound you hear is a great big tractor, probably about 2 miles to the south of me. And there's a little bit of a wind coming from it. It's coming through very clear, very loud. You can hear it really well. I don't know if that's where that noise came from, though. I don't even know what that was, because I was talking, always when I'm talking. Okay. Last one, Mary. I knew this one was coming. She had sent me an email. Thank you, Mary. It's a Bigfoot. It's made. It's actually a tool. It's got on there wrench, 3 sizes of a wrench, bottle opener, can opener, butterfly wrench, sharp edge, a ruler, flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips head screwdriver, and a pry tin, and a pry tip. That's amazing. That's amazing. That will come in handy. It will come in handy. Thank you very, 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 thank you very, very much. Hi, Robert. It's Mary from New Jersey. Just a little gift for all the hard work you put into making these great videos, in which I really enjoy watching, and your help with my questions I ask, from Sasquatch to my flutes. Thank you, Mary from New Jersey. A very special thank you, as warm as it can be, to express appreciation to you from grateful me. Thank you very, very, very much. That will come in handy. That tool will come in handy. All right, everybody. That was the last piece. I think there's more mail there today. I haven't been to the post office yet, but I will get there, and we will have to do another mail day. I'm probably looking shoddy here. Wind blowing. It's been quite windy. My eyes are dried out. I've been wearing sunglasses for the last couple of days too, because the sun is hot and the wind is dry. Again, thank you all for jumping on board with these pins and all your wonderful letters and the gifts. Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed in a good way. I'm overwhelmed, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all of your support. That chalkboard activity is pretty amazing. It's pretty interesting. I think we got to think about those structures, me leaving them off. You guys, you can let me know what you think, but as soon as I remove the X's, they make, there's activity there at the board. So I think we're on to something. Again, thank you all for being here. Again, if there's new subscribers that have come on board in the last few days, thank you for subscribing. I hope you stay with us, and we will see you guys in the trees very, very soon. Take care. Bye for now. He's enjoying this warm weather too.